Hi John, how are you today?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good. How's your hand feeling?
Not great, but we're working on it.
Okay, well I haven't seen you in a while. It's good to see you back at therapy.
Thanks.
Some things that we're going to be working on today is trying to get that hand back to where you want it to be. I know there's a lot of functional activities that you want to do, and we're going to try to open that hand up and get you doing some of the activities that you love.
Okay, awesome.
So in today's therapy session, we're first going to be trying to work on some wrist extension, and then we're going to work on opening up that hand. And by the end of the session, if you're up for it, I know that you have a new grandchild in your life, so congratulations.
Thank you.
So one thing that I know is important to you is interacting with your grandchild and feeding him. So we're going to work on trying to transfer the formula to a bottle so that you'll be able to do that by yourself instead of asking for help.
Oh, okay, that sounds good.
Okay, so let's go on to our first activity.
Okay.
So the first activity that we're going to do today is a window washing activity. So the purpose of this activity is to work on wrist extension.
Okay.
So I would like you to take this washcloth in your right hand and place it into your left hand. You don't have to open up your fingers all the way. The purpose of this activity is just okay. So I want you to hold that right up against the wall. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray the window, and I want you to move your wrist into the position to clean off what I spray.
Okay.
Okay. And I just want you to move your arm in a right to left motion. There we go. How's that wrist feel?
It's okay. The window is almost propping it up, so it's okay.
This is also a really good activity to work on some weight bearing and getting that wrist back into its regular motion. Very good. How does that feel?
Yeah, it feels good. I like doing stuff around the house. I like to help my wife out, so this is good.
Okay. Now I'm going to ask you to stand a bit closer to the window. I know that'll put a little bit more strain on your wrist, but we just want to try to have you extend that as much as you can. Does that feel okay?
Mm-hmm.
And what about up here? Can you reach up there?
I'll try.
Really good. And right here.
How am I doing?
I think you're doing fantastic. Do you think you could try to open up your fingers a little bit?
Can I use this hand to help?
Yep. How does that feel?
No, we'll see.
Okay, try right here. You don't have to go fast. You can go at your own pace, whatever feels comfortable. Just in a side-to-side motion. Okay. Very good. Are you ready for our next activity?
I think so.
Okay, thanks. So for the next activity, we're going to work on opening up that hand of yours.
Okay.
So what I'm going to ask you to do is using your left hand, pick up the candle in front of you and try to place it into the glass jug. So I want you to go in a line, and you can move along, placing them slowly into the respective glass containers.
Okay.
Not that bad, right?
Doesn't matter which way I move?
Doesn't matter. You can start at this end, you can start at that end, you can start over here, you can start over there. However you feel you want to start.
Okay.
Now, I know that I've seen you using a lateral pinch. You've been using your thumb a lot when you try to do stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So-
I can move my thumb pretty good.
For the purpose of this activity, I want you to try to work with your thumb, your pointer finger, and your middle finger together.
Okay.
And if that gets too hard for you, you can start off using just your thumb and your pointer finger, and then as you get more comfortable, try to really open up that middle finger and place them into the containers.
Okay, I'll try.
Okay, let's see how you do.
Just start now?
Start whenever you want.
Okay.
Very good. Do you see what I was talking about with that third finger? Can you feel a difference when you try to pick up the candles?
Yeah, it's pretty hard.
Okay, well you can always move back to that 2-finger pinch. Make sure you have a good grasp on it. It's a slippery one, huh?
It's getting away from me.
Well, you're doing a really great job.
One more.
One more. All right, how do you think you did?
Oh, I think I did really well.
Okay. Now I'm going to ask you to do the same activity, but I want to see how many you can complete in 30 seconds.
Okay.
So I'm putting a little bit of a time constraint on you, but I'm confident in you. I think you can do this. Okay. Now when I tell you to start, begin. Okay, and start.
You want me to still use the 3 fingers?
Yep. Okay, you're doing great. This isn't a race. This is just going to be something that we use to track your progress through therapy.
Okay.
Okay, so that was at 38 seconds.
Okay.
So I think that's really good, especially compared to last session when you were only able to do 2 in a minute. So you're making
I'm
progress.
improving,
You
I'm
are. You're doing a
improving.
really great job. How about just for the purpose of this activity, just finish these 2 up and then we'll move to our next activity.
Okay.
Does your wife have these candles at home?
She does. She loves candles. That's the only reason I knew what they were. I'm not a big candle guy myself.
All right, one more to go.
I think getting it in the container is the hardest part.
Yeah, but you're working on opening up that hand and your release of the objects is really improving.
Thanks.
Okay, you ready for our next activity?
I am.
Okay. Okay, John, you did such a great job getting these candles into their holders when they were in a row. I'm going to make this task a little bit harder for you. So this time what I want you to do is, using your left hand, pick up the candles in front of you and place them into one of the glass holders on the candle rack.
Okay.
So just like that. And you just have to pick them up and place them into any of the open glass containers that are there.
Okay.
So start with 3, and then after you get the feel for it, we're going to do the whole rack.
Okay.
Okay? And start at any end you want.
I'll start up here.
Starting at the top. It's a little trickier when it's not right in front of you, huh?
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, I feel like it's harder to drop it in.
That's the whole purpose of this activity, is to work on opening up that hand. And the third one.
We'll go for a low one.
I think you can finish it up. Just do these last 2. That was awesome.
All right, I'll try.
And one more. Very good, John. Look at that.
All done.
All right. Are you ready to move on to another activity?
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
Okay, John, we're on to our final activity. So this one, we know that it's important for you to be able to take care of your grandson and that it's a meaningful occupation in your daily life. So we were figuring that we could, put that with make that some motivation for your hand.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna try to get your hand and fingers open a little bit, and I want you to hold on to this handle, and we're gonna work on just pouring it out into a mug, because how many times do you do this during the day? Probably a lot. So this is a small handle, and it's not really too heavy. There's just a little bit of milk left. So I want you to try to use the 3 fingers that we were working on with the candles before. So really try to use this motion in getting a grasp on this, and you have enough strength to be able to pick this up. And then we'll try to pour it in the mug, and we'll see. How about you try it, and then we'll see where to go from there.
Okay.
So yeah, work on those 3 fingers. Okay, good job. You got it in the cup. That's good. Okay, so for next time, you can relax your hand if you want. Okay, so for next time, I want you to work on keeping your elbow into your side and arm a little bit, just so that we work on more of your wrist again, like we were on with the windows. I just want you to be able to really focus on your wrist and hand movements.
Okay. I can do
Okay?
that.
Because I know your arm is strong, but we wanna help your hand and wrist. Okay?
Okay.
So let's try to grab it again with those 3 fingers. Good. Okay, now let's try to keep your wrist in. Your elbow nice to your side. How does that feel for you?
That feels good.
Okay, you feel more like stabilized with your arm not flying up like that?
I think it'll look a lot better too.
Okay. Alright, good. Okay, let's try, I want to open up your hand a little bit more. I have another jug of milk. This one has no handle.
Okay.
Okay, and it's all the way full. So it's going to be heavier, and we are really going to work on completely opening your hand for this, because you see you can't grab
There's
this
no
with 3.
easy trick handle.
No handle. So this is going to be a big grip.
Okay.
Okay? And if it's we don't have to pick it up. If it's too heavy, we'll see how it goes. But let's try to open up your hand, okay?
Okay.
So try first without using your other hand to do so, okay? Try to get it.
Can I use my other
You
hand?
can use your other hand if you want to be able to get it all the way. How do you feel?
I feel good.
Okay, let's just try to lift it like an inch or 2.
And then back down?
Yeah. How does that feel?
It's not that heavy.
Not that heavy? Okay, you think we can pour?
I think so. How's that?
No, it's really good. How does it feel for you? Okay, let's go back down.
It's good once I get my hand open, it's fine. But
Right?
it's just
Once
the
you get your
getting
hand
it,
open?
the getting it
All right,
open.
let's take your hand off and we'll try to get it on again.
Okay.
All right, open up that hand. Try not to use your other hand. Get as much as you can. You feel good?
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah, let's try to pour again.
Okay.
Okay, that looks good. Yeah, you can put it down.
Okay, how did I do?
I think you did really well. What do you think?
I think I did good.
Yeah, I think you did really well. All right. Okay, well, that's our session for today. So I'm really glad that, you did so well on the 3 activities that we did. And these are all activities that you can do in your house. And we talked to your wife, so she knows everything now, too.
She's going to
And
put me to work.
She can put you to work and she can help you. But, the simple milk containers, washing, I'm sure your wife would like you to wash the windows once in a while. So these are all things that you can do. Just keep practicing.
Okay.
And I'll see you for therapy in 2 days.
Beautiful.
Okay?
Thank you so much.
Bye.